Well, I'm sitting here at Hoosier Park, and I want to get through our videos because I got a 4.5 hour drive back. I'm thinking maybe I'll drive halfway and stay in Columbus. That's my life now. I'm a hobo. No, I'm not a hobo. I can stay in the hotel, but a lot of driving. So it's a different year. I just got off the phone with one of our clients, and they're saying, it can't be easy for you with your family in Canada and driving all over the place. No, it's not. But like any good team, my wife and I understand both what needs to take place. I could pretend everything will be okay in the U.S. and not be over here and just be in Canada, but I'm needed here. I think it's not that Jason doesn't do a great job. He does a fantastic job, but if how do I put this? If there's a certain amount of drivers that have loyalties to certain other trainers, what we're left with is people that don't know the horses, and I think that what you end up with is an unfortunate place where you're not getting the results or even the chances you'd want. And listen, I think Ronnie Wren's a fantastic driver. That's why he continues to be on Mama Knows Best. But what if we couldn't get Ronnie? You can be sure if Chris Beaver has a horse in with Mama Knows Best and Ronnie Wren is listed on the other horse, he's going to take the other horse. And that puts us in a really bad spot. So, in Ontario, we have great trainers and great drivers there, and we do have lots of drivers here, but not knowing our horses, not having a regular driver makes it a problem. So when we can, we get people we can. I'm happy to have Ronnie drive Mama Knows Best, but when it comes to the horses, I've said this a million times, I think there's something to be said of having somebody that knows the horses. So we are into the 2-year-olds right now. A lot of questions answered already, but a lot of questions remaining with a lot of our horses, and you have been sold. We'll start with Adrenaline Rush. Adrenaline Rush was fantastic. Goes out saying his last start, a grassroots win. Somebody says, when will he be back in? When will he be back in? When will he be back in? Just relax. We have a lot of sickness going through the training center right now. There's no rush to get this horse in. We will, but there's still lots of... He might have only had 2 stake races, but there's lots of racing left for Adrenaline Rush. So go easy, be patient. He'll be in to go likely next week, and if he's not 100%, he'll be in to go the week after, which will be a prep leading up to his next grassroots. So Adrenaline Rush doing great things for Kevin and us in Ontario. He raced very, very well his last start. Very happy with what I've seen with him so far. Barbie's Crown continues to be out in the field. That won't change for a little bit yet. Beef and Cheddar was ready to race somewhere, and then Harry said temperature of 102.1 on Friday. I guess he wasn't ready to race because the only class racing would be Grand River. So it's most important that we just let the horses relax and get over this. If you don't, you're going to see some real problems throughout the summer. So you never want to get the virus, but if we're going to get it, I hope they all get it collectively and all get over it collectively, patiently, and they're 100% healthy when they go back to the races. Not healthy because we have them on antibiotics and we have them on fluids, but healthy because they're healthy. So Beef and Cheddar has it a little bit now. He'll get over at Braemar, and this is a perfect example. Braemar was coughed twice at Georgian Downs, wasn't confirmed sick, did not have a temperature, raced rather well, and took it hard after. He hasn't eaten properly since. A little picky with his food. It's going to cost him at least a week of racing, if not a couple of weeks. But that's the remnants of what happens if the horses aren't 100% when you race them. Yes, sometimes they can still race good. And if you're really lucky, sometimes they muddle through it, right? This is somewhere between good and bad luck. Braemar raced well, looks good, stopped coughing. The mucus is dissipated, but his appetite was slow all week, so we had to go very, very easy with him. I do not want this horse to lose a pound, and I suspect he's lost a little, so we got to get that back on him. Better's Hope is good. Now, Kevin said everything in the barn's coughing right now. He hasn't yet, and I said, listen, you're in Clinton. If he so much as coughs going out the door or coughs when you get to Clinton, don't race him. It's not worth it. So don't be surprised if you see another scratch tomorrow, or in this case, you saw one yesterday. This is what will take place. Blue Monk, we had kicked him out in the field. He had raced clearly under the weather once, and then wasn't 100% the other day, clearly after the race. So I pulled the plug on him. He's gone out to the field for at least 4 to 6 weeks, and we'll bring him back. Brilliant Corners was one of the first ones we had to scratch. Remember back last week? We scratched so many horses, probably hard to remember. The first one we scratched was Brilliant Corners, so he's getting over that now. Broadway Roll, same type of boat. Kevin said she seems good, but we'll see if she gets it. It's probably best she wasn't in to go. Cambridge Star will be going out to the field for a little bit, as will Can't Muscle Me. She just couldn't catch her stride. She was growing up, her knees were bothering her. She just wasn't going to be ready to go in time, so we, we're going to pull the plug on her. There's nothing wrong with that. She'll come back in the fall and be just fine. Captain's Maid is going to be in to go Tuesday at the Meadows. I thought she schooled great the other day when I went with her. Carrie a Big Stick is back jogging now. It'll be another few weeks before he begins training. He'll be moving from Shedrow 12 down to Harry's barn as Harry has lost some horses. Cut the Line is out in the field. She'll be out in the field for another 4 or 5 weeks, and we'll bring her back in. Darling Please isn't here anymore. Many of you don't know because nobody owned her but me, but I sold her the other day. For those of you thinking that we're just selling horses randomly, she can't beat Tipsy and Dixie, and I thought to myself, you know what, she's probably worth as much as she's going to be worth for a little bit right now. Maybe we'll sell her. I didn't get great money for her, but at the same time, if she had a drawn 8, made a break at Grand River, and then had some bad luck in her next stake race, then what do I do with her? Muddle through till the rest of the year, race her in a condition, claim her in the winter? I don't know. She might have come forward. She may still, but at the same time, I would have been just as happy to have a little bit of money, put it away. I'm trying to do the responsible thing here. We don't know what the fall is going to look like with the yearling sales. I certainly don't know what anybody is going to want to do this fall. I know there's going to be a lot of breeders that are going to get run over. It's going to be a buyer's market. At the same time, are we going to have breeders send us horses? So for somebody that doesn't plan a lot but does want to plan for the sales, I just thought it'd be safer to make a sale. So Darling Please is now in the care of someone else. Desperado is in to go at the fair on Tuesday. He should be fine. Eternity Road is going out, so we crowd him, gave him some time in the stall. He's going out to the field this week. He'll be in the field for at least a month or more. We want to make sure that we do this right, because 2021, I would love to know that Eternity Road is a force to be reckoned with in Ohio, and it was all because of what we did in 2019, or 2020. Correct. First Glance, raced well his last 2. Somebody had asked, why isn't he in the Battle of Waterloo? There's only 14 entries. Okay, so let me break this down to you twofold. First, I have no idea how many horses are going to be entered. I know there's a slew of horses that were eligible. 14, a little lower than I thought. There's usually 3, maybe 4 divisions every year. This year there's 2 divisions. Having said that, I don't want to race against gold-type horses with First Glance. It's not fair to him. If he was good enough to beat those horses, he would be in the golds. He's just a nice grassroots horse who's done very well for us so far, and I want to see him continue to do well. But if we're going to race these horses over our heads, go back and look at the Meadows today. That wasn't fun, was it? Look at Mohawk last night. That wasn't fun. We need to race the horses where they can win, and although it isn't about the almighty dollar, and it isn't about ROI and investing and everything else, at the same time, it would be nice to win sometimes. And to do that, you have the horses in where they can actually win. We can't hope for blind luck. Horses need to have a foot up, a hoof up, so to speak, and a little bit of help. And that's what we're planning on doing. And that is the biggest reason that First Glance is not in the Battle of Waterloo. Fox Valley Britska, here to drive the big Britsy tonight. I'm going to take bought a little snake cord for Britsy, because we didn't send one with him. He's going to be in race 8 tonight from... Hoosier Park. Frilly Fringes, Girls with Swirls they're both gonna be out for a little bit yet. Obviously Girls with Swirls more, she was here longer. So I'd say another 4 weeks for Frilly Fringes, another 6 weeks, 5 weeks for Girls with Swirls. Grace, the new red, was training, was getting there, got a little bit sick. We're being very careful. She did not train Wednesday or Saturday this week. That's a filly that we needed to keep training, but can't train them when they're sick. So she won't miss Wednesday. She stopped coughing, I believe, no temperature now. So she won't miss Wednesday, but it did set her back a couple of days. Those couple of days we cheated and got her back early, we've given them back now. GW Chrome will race next Friday, hopefully in Scioto Downs. That's the plan for him. Holy Chick is back jogging now. Mario has her in the top barn. She'll be moved over on Ohio side or down as some of the horses go out and come back in and come back from wherever they're at. Obviously, Mario has no need to keep a Ohio-bred trotting filly. So at some point, Holy Chick will move around. But for now, she's jogging, looking fine. Italian Grit trained well today. Here's a horse that did take it hard. We scratched him, didn't train him, and he just stopped coughing on Friday morning. So that's why he's not entered into go yet. Doug Rideout was smart enough not to enter the horse into go. He trained him today. No coughing, no nothing. Said he felt good, looked good. We'll build on that, train him up good next week, and have him ready hopefully for next weekend. Eglaire AM. Eglaire AM is, she was sick also, oh my God. Tied up. She tied up, and then she got sick. So she'd missed some time fair and square. She's going to be back training this week. I'm a Lovely Lady. Trained I'm a Lovely Lady in 2 minutes at Northfield on Friday morning. I'm a Lovely Lady. I'm a Lovely Lady. Mama knows best. And our girl, My Jazz, all trained together in 2 minutes. Last half 59, and we're good. I'm Hill on Wheels, was sick last week. Hopefully we can get him raced this week. It might be another 8 days maybe, but we'll see. Jazzy Judy's back jogging now. I'm going to take Jazzy Judy to Ohio, to Northfield Park, so that we can swim her sometimes and jog her. I want her ready for her first stake race in Delaware. Jesse Balboa, he's putting in time. He was a little bit sick. He was one of the first ones over there to spike a temperature also, so he'll be back going this week. I don't know if he'll be training full-time, but he'll be back jogging. Keystone Raven is back jogging now. Looks good. Let's Roll On made a break the other night. I thought maybe he'd give him his head. You know, Let's Roll On tries hard. You ask him for too much, he will run, because he just can't do any more. So it's not Ryan's fault. I mean, he just didn't know the horse. It's not a big deal. I'm driving him Tuesday at the fair. So if he makes a break, you can blame me on Tuesday. Miss Meringue is also in the fair. She goes for $10,000 on Tuesday. Only one division. She trained good this week. She looks good coming in. I'm very excited about racing her Tuesday at the fair. Mama Knows Best, as I said, trained good this week. She's racing in the Ohio State Fair in Scioto on Thursday. So, no, she's not. Momo. Sorry, she is. Momo is racing at the fair with everybody else on Tuesday. She trained good this week also. She took the virus a little harder than the other horses also. My Jazz trained great. She's going to be in Thursday in Scioto. No free lunch as of right now. He's in to go Tuesday in the Dreammaker. Northern Blizzard was in to go and was scratched from today. He was sick. Off-Road Hanover was sick last week. We turned him out. Allergy, sickness, pimples, virus. Kicked him out in the field. He's going out for 4 or 5 weeks. Perfect Record was getting close. Started coughing last week. No mucus, no temperature, little cough. So hopefully we can get him back going full bore this coming Wednesday, I would hope, at Mohawk. At least train him up at Tamiko. Rito Sunshine was sold this week. You are off the list. Sold to Saratoga. We sold him for $8,500 American. Hey, how you doing? Tyler Smith. One of our clients just walked by and waved. I forgot we had a lot of clients in Indiana. Guy's waving at me. I was like, what is this? No, that's awesome. I'll see you in a minute. So yeah, Rito Sunshine. We had an offer of $8,500 to sell him down in the U.S. to Saratoga, and we took it. So he's now in Saratoga. Where are we at? Rose Run Why Not is training. Johnny said she's on the line a little bit. Not shocking, she always was. I just told him put a little scurf, little blister on her, put a roller bar on her, and keep going full speed ahead. Roy Hill was okay the other night. I was a little disappointed. I think he was a winner, and I think he had to work harder not to win than to win. Was he green? Was he stubborn? Yes. But I believe he still paced 55 last quarter in 29 seconds. Set the Mood is back jogging now. He'll be moving from 12 down to Harry's Barn also this week, today. So Admirable, just an incredible mile. Man, she shocked the hell out of me the other day. Kevin was over the moon happy with her. He really, really likes this filly. And I'm excited. I'm happy, very, very happy that she's come around. Perfect timing, except she got sick. And now she's coughing in his mucus. So she's going to need some time off to get over this. Saurus Blue Chip raced really, really well the other day. Paced 57, was kind of locked in, got up the inside, raced well. I'd love to see him grow on that, but again, virus is floating around and he has it also. Stacy Hanover needed the week off because of temperatures. She's back going now, looks good. Sunshine in May, no coughs yet. We still have tomorrow. So, Sweet Ambitions was sick all week. She missed. My God, virus. Dan's Night Tricks wasn't. She raced great the other night. 28 a piece in the end of it, 2 minutes. I thought she was really, really good. Definitely a mile to build on. Very happy with her. That's my girl. Took a little time to get her healthy, but she was clearly awesome the other night. 4th and 58. I think this is filly that's going to do some damage here in Indiana this summer. Tipsy and Dixie's in Monday, I hope. She stays in on Monday and races in the grassroots. Looks a good, or no, Wednesday. Looks like a good class for her. Walk on the Moon with Scratch. He's got a gold next Friday. Mario says his temperature's down. No more mucus, no more coughing. Still some mucus. They're going to work on that. See if they can't get him spun around. Warwee was up. Was sick last week. Obviously raced. He seems to be bouncing back. He's tough, man. He seems to be bouncing back well. Well and Down was huge the other night. Now, Well and Down. Take note. This is what happens when you do it right. When you see the horse is sick, you scratch the horse, you don't re-enter the horse, you wait till the horse is feeling good, then we qualified her, and everyone's like, well, she come 31-2, because she was tired. She hadn't gone a fast mile in 3 weeks. That 31-2 was just her being tired. A little training trip leading up to the Scioto race, 56 last quarter and 28 right to the winner's circle. That is what's supposed to happen. Doesn't always work that way, but if you work hard and do things right, you'll see them come around. So that's where we're at right now with her. And Won My Heart Hanover is in the field. I think I missed War We Welcome. How can I do that? War We Welcome will race next Friday. Hopefully, she appears to be over the virus also, or getting there. And then Won My Heart Hanover, still in the field. She'll remain in the field for a little while. Be right back. I see Doug walking around. He's probably looking for this. Talk to you in a minute.